Let us discuss the rate of the chemical reactions. Rate of the chemical reaction is nothing but change in the concentration of the species involved in a chemical reaction per unit time. Change in the concentration of the species. Species means here it may be in the form of reactant or product. Change in the concentration of the reactant involved in the chemical reaction with unit time, or change in the concentration of the product involved in the chemical reaction per unit time. So rate is defined as change in the concentration of the reactant species or product species with time is known as rate of the chemical reaction. Let us consider this particular general reaction. A is the reactant which gives the product as B. Then rate of this reaction can be expressed as change in the concentration. In the form of reactant, I can write this. Change means we used to write delta A by delta T delta A by delta T. This negative sign indicates that once the reaction is started, the concentration of the reactant decreases. The rate of the reaction can be written in the form of product also. So for that, rate of the reaction is equal to change in the concentration of the product, that is delta B and delta T, and here we used to write positive sign. This positive sign is indicate that once the reaction is started, at the beginning the concentration of the product is 0, but once the reaction is started it is increases, so that here reaction started means concentration of the reactant reduced decreases, so I have written here minus symbol. But once the reaction is started, the concentration of the product is increases, so you have to write as the positive symbol. So rate of the reaction is, it's nothing, change in the concentration of the species involved in the chemical reaction with the time. So species means here it is the reactant or product. Now we will discuss the units of rate of the reaction. Units of rate of the reactions. First, write the equation rate equal to change in the concentration with time. So, generally, the concentration can be expressed in the terms of mole per liter. Time, it may be mentioned in the form of minutes or seconds. So, unit of rate of the reaction is equal to mole liter inverse second inverse. So this is the unit of the rate of the reaction. Now we can see the graphical representation for this rate of the reaction. We can draw the graph concentration terms against time. Time in minutes and concentration in molarity. Now these are all the terms, mark the graph. First, initially the concentration of the reactant is high. So once the reaction is started, the concentration of the reactant getting reduced. So the graph is obtained like this. initial concentration in the product is 0, so the graph is obtained like this. This is for the product and this is for the reactant. So why we have the different kind of graph like this? Initially concentration of the reactant is high. Once the reaction is started, is getting reduced. Concentration of the product is 0. Once the reaction is started, it increases. This is the graphical representation for the rate of the reaction. Thank you.